So, I am struggling to open my game right now. I've done something that I will explain in a second, but I cannot open my game. Let me demonstrate. I'll click play here. Still on snapshot 25W05A. A new snapshot with the chickens update will be here in a second. Join me on Twitch. We'll have a bit of fun there. However, if I click on this test world and then I confirm that it's safe, it just keeps crashing. So this is what I did. Can you tame yourself? I mean, can you? I mean, this is a revelation I just recently discovered in the snapshot because someone by the name of Triashtar tried to make a wolf tame themselves, and we're back. To reset my world. Okay, I mean, will this do? Oh no, he's gone. I had a wolf in here that I forced to tame themselves, and I guess that's why we crashed. So I was going through the rest of the patch notes from last week's snapshot 25W05A. In last week's video, I mentioned something about beacons being extremely tall. So there we go. They still take a very long time to process. I'm not sure why. So now, as you can see, they stretch really, really, really high in the sky. That's not the only change though. So the other change that I neglected to mention from the video was that if you render the beacon outside your render distance, the moment the beacon unrenders, like so, it's outside the render distance, you can see that the beacon beam is still visible. Now, I'm not sure if this is intentional. I hope that it is. This comes with some complications. I promise I'll get into the wolf problem. This command here is going to set that beacon to air, so it's going to delete the beacon. You'll notice that the beacon beam is still there, but it shouldn't be. So is this intentional or not? Let me fly all the way back, and you'll notice once the beacon renders back into view, the beacon is gone. To be able to view a point of interest from outside your render distance is a huge luxury to have, and I think it's just a feature that makes a lot of sense. You can see here the beacon just marks out a village, and you could see that from a mile away out in the ocean. This has a confirmed bug report. Not sure why this feels to me like it should be a feature, so let me know what your thoughts are. And while I was researching this, I found something hilarious. This is a report by Triashtar, who's in and around the technical Minecraft scene. Making a mob its own owner causes persistent crashes. And now you might be wondering what that means. Let's take a dude here, so Steve. So Steve here has the capacity to tame things like a wolf, giant wolf. So Steve can tame a wolf. Now let's pretend for a second that instead of taming a wolf, Steve tames himself. So what would happen if all of a sudden Steve tames Steve? I need a way to illustrate taming. What about a lead? Try that. No, tame Steve. Let's find out. You can't modify player data, so there are other ways around it, but here is a cow without a nose. It's not related to the video, but I kind of found this funny. I found a way to do this. Let's summon a wolf right here. So you can tame this as usual. There you go, feed it a bone. However, its owner is me. This is my UID. You can see that the values match. We want to make the wolf's owner itself, which is exactly what this command is going to do. So let's do it. So are you ready, wolf? I'm not so sure. Well, I'm doing it anyway. No! How dare Mojang deny the wolf personal autonomy?